birth and upbringing of Lord Krishna. Imagine a child whose life begins in a prison cell instead of a palace. Outside, armed soldiers stand ready. A ruthless king waits for the child's first cry so he can end his life. Thunder shakes the sky, rain pours relentlessly, and a mighty river is in flood. Yet, in that very moment, the prison door opens by themselves, iron chains fall away, the guards mysteriously fall asleep, and nature itself bows before the newborn. A father walks fearlessly through the raging waters, carrying his infant son in a small basket, while a giant serpent spreads its hood above them like a royal umbrella. Who is this extraordinary child? Why was a king so terrified of a helpless baby? And how did this child grow up to become one of the greatest spiritual teachers the world has ever known? This is the timeless story of Lord Krishna, a story of hope, overcoming fear, love, defeating hatred, and light triumphing over darkness. More than 5,000 years ago, in the ancient city of Mathura, there ruled a powerful but cruel king named Kansa. Although he deeply loved his younger sister Devaki, everything changed on the day of her wedding to Prince Vasudeva. As Kansa proudly drove their chariot through the streets of Mathura, a divine voice suddenly echoed from the heavens. O Kansa, the eighth child born to Devaki will be the cause of your death. The words struck him like lightning. In an instant, love turned into fear. Blinded by desire to save his own life, Kansa drew his sword to kill his innocent sister. Vasudeva folded his hands and pleaded for mercy. He promised that every child born to them would be handed over to the king. Kansa agreed but imprisoned Devaki and Vasudeva in a heavily guarded prison. It was a prison from which no one could escape. Time passed. One after another, six beautiful children were born to the couple. Each time, Kansa entered the prison without mercy and killed the innocent newborn. The cries of the parents echoed through the prison walls, but the king's fear had hardened his heart. When Devaki conceived for the seventh time, another miracle took place. By divine power, the unborn child was transferred to the womb of Rohini, another wife of Vasudeva. The child was born safely as Balarama, who would later become Krishna's elder brother. Then came the eighth pregnancy, the child foretold by the prophecy. It was the eighth day of the dark fortnight of the month of Bhadrapada. Midnight had arrived. Suddenly, the prison cell was filled with brilliant celestial light. Before Devaki and Vasudeva stood Lord Vishnu in his glorious four-armed form, holding the conch, discus, mace, and lotus. The Lord spoke gently. I have descended to restore righteousness, protect the innocent, and destroy evil. Soon I shall take the form of a human child. Carry me to Gokul, where Nanda and Yashoda will raise me. With moments, the divine form transformed into a beautiful baby boy. Then one miracle followed another. The prison door opened silently. The heavy chains binding Vasudeva broke apart. Every guard fell into deep sleep. Knowing this was God's will, Vasudeva placed the infant Krishna in a woven basket and stepped into the stormy night. The river Yamuna was overflowing with flood waters. Yet, as he approached, the waters slowly parted, making a safe path across the river. Above them, the great serpent, Shesha, spread his magnificent hoods, shielding the child from pouring rain. Across the river lay the peaceful village of Gokul. There Nanda and Yashoda had just welcomed a baby girl. Following the Lord's command, Vasudeva quietly exchanged the babies and returned to the prison before dawn. As soon as he entered, the doors closed once again, the chains reappeared and everything looked exactly as before. When Kansa heard that Devaki's eighth child had been born, he rushed to the prison where, without hesitation, he snatched the baby girl from Devaki's arms. As he tried to kill her, she slipped from his hands and rose into the sky, revealing herself as the divine goddess Yogamaya. She declared, "The one destined to destroy You had already been born elsewhere. Fear gripped Kansa's heart. He ordered his soldiers to search every village and to kill every newborn child, hoping to stop the prophecy. Meanwhile, little Krishna grew up happily in the loving homes of Nanda and Yasudha. To everyone around him, he was simply a cheerful village boy with a sparkling eyes and a smile that could melt any heart. Krishna loved butter more than anything else. Along with his friends, he would sneak into homes of gopis, climb into each other's soldiers, break the hanging butter pots, and joyfully share the butter with everyone, even the monkeys. Whenever gopis complained to Mother Yashoda, Krishna would simply smile so innocently that no one could remain angry. That is why the world lovingly remembers him as Makhanchor, the butter thief. But Krishna's childhood was not only playful, it was filled with extraordinary miracles. One day, his friends complained that Krishna had eaten mud. Concerned, Yashoda asked him to open his mouth. What she saw left her speechless. Inside his tiny mouth was the entire universe, the sun, the moon, the stars, oceans, mountains, rivers, countless galaxies, and even herself looking into the Krishna's mouth. For one brief moment, she realized that the little boy she held in her arms was none other than the Supreme Lord himself. Kansa, however, never stopped trying to kill Krishna. Again and again, she sent powerful demons to Gokul. The demoness Putana disguised herself as loving mother and tried to poison the infant. Instead, Krishna freed her from her evil and granted her liberation. The whirlwind demon Navartha carried Krishna high to the sky, but the child became so heavy that the demon crashed to ground. The cart demon Shakatashura was destroyed with a simple kick from a baby Krishna. Years later, the poisonous serpent Kaliya filled the waters of the Yamuna with deadly venom. The people and animals of the Vrindavan lived in constant fear. Without hesitation, Krishna leapt into the river. He emerged standing upon the serpent's many hoods and danced gracefully until Kaliya surrendered. The poisoned water became pure again. Perhaps the most famous miracle of Krishna's childhood came when Lord Indra became angry because the people of Vrindavan chose to worship Lord Govardhan Hill instead of him. Furious, Indra unleashed torrential rain that threatened to destroy the entire village. Seeing the frightened villagers, Krishna smiled gently. With effortless grace, he lifted the mighty Govardhan Hill on the little finger of his left hand. Men, women, children, animals, and birds all gathered safely beneath the hill. For 7 days and 7 nights, Krishna held it without the slightest sign of strain. Finally, Indra realized his pride and blinded him. He bowed before Krishna and sought forgiveness. Every event in Krishna's childhood carried a deeper message. His birth is in a prison, and it teaches us that hope can even be born even in the darkest places. His journey across the Yamuna reminds us that when our purpose is pure, obstacles often give way. His playful butter theft shows that divine love is joyful and simple. His victory over demons symbolizes the triumph of goodness over greed, anger, pride, and fear. And lifting Govardhan Hill teaches that true greatness lies not in displaying power but in using it to protect others. That is why Lord Krishna is loved across the world not merely as a divine king or a heroic warrior, but as a child who brought laughter, a friend who offered comfort, a guide who revealed eternal wisdom, and a symbol of hope for all humanity. Every year, millions celebrate Janmashtami to celebrate his birth, yet the true celebration is not only about rituals or festivals, it is about awakening Krishna's timeless qualities within ourselves. Love instead of hatred, courage instead of fear, humility instead of pride, and righteousness instead of selfishness. For as Lord Krishna would later declare in the Bhagavad Gita, whenever righteousness declines and unrighteousness arises, I manifest myself to protect the good, destroy evil, and re-establish dharma. And that is why thousands of years later, the story of the child born in a prison on a stormy night continue to illuminate hearts across the world, reminding us that no darkness is powerful enough to extinguish the light of truth.